The palm she takes us in, she is Alice at
It has everything. Blazing speed, unlimited text and talk. Well, sure it has apps. What's the use of a smartphone without apps?
Oh no. Oh no. I'm late. I'm late.
Hang on a sec. Hey, can you pipe down? I'm on the phone. Thanks.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Seriously? Take it down a notch. Hey, you still there? Great. Now my phone's dead. Thanks a lot, rabbit.
My ears, my whiskers, how late it's getting.
Hey, Bunny, do you know where I can recharge my phone? Is there like a cafe close by, somewhere I can plug it in? What is your rush, rabbit? Lost in the woods, no phone, no GPS. This must be how the pioneers felt. And now it just fabulously looks like rain. Oh, what an ugly storm. Hey, Bunny, I'm talking to you. Why won't you slow down? What's this?
What's it look like?
A rabbit hole. Is it safe?
Safe enough.
I should Google it.
No, it's not.
I seem to be falling.
Down, down,
In fact, I'm sure I'm falling.
down, down.
There seems to be no end. Echo!
Echo, 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 echo.
Alice!
Alice, 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 Alice.
I must be getting somewhere near the center. That's like 4,000 miles down. I wonder if I'll fall right through the earth. Then I'd be really far from home. I bet the reception's awful down here. What luck. No power and no service. Ugh, Verizon is the worst.
Down, 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 down.
I'm still falling.
Down, down, down.
When will it end?
Down, 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 down.
I see the bottom.
Down, 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 down. Thump, thump.
Where am I? Where have I landed? Is this New Zealand? Or Australia?
The Hall of Strange Doors.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thanks. Hey, doors aren't supposed to talk.
And young girls.
Aren't supposed to sneeze without covering their yappers.
Must have caught cold in that ugly storm. Say, I wonder where you doors might lead.
Locked.
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 Then how am I supposed to get out of here? What's this? Maybe this key will open one of you.
Not me.
Not I.
Not us.
Then I suppose I'll just have to break one of you down.
Awful girl.
That would hurt. Count on the ladylike.
Which one of you shall it be?
He's the best.
No, she's the best. I'm much too sturdy.
What about me?
What about you?
It's my secrets the key unlocks.
But you're such a small door. What secrets could you have?
Secrets of the other side.
And what will I find there?
It's a most magnificent garden full of white roses and tiger lilies. It's called Wonderland. you mean?
Everyone started posting for no reason.
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice the posing in pictures?
Oh, that. By decree of the Queen.
By decree of the Queen?
By decree of the Queen, that is to say, by decree of me. Any time a particular word is mentioned, everyone must stop what they are doing and post a picture of this fabulous land. Failure to uphold this decree, that is to say, failure to take a picture, it is off with your head.
That's some stiff talk.
You'll be stiff if you don't obey it.
Well, what's the word?
I'd rather not say.
But you must have just said it.
Shrewdly observed.
Is it roses or lilies?
Apparently not.
What about white or tiger?
If it were, I'd be posting, wouldn't I?
Then the word must be Wonderland?
So now you know.
One word has all that power?
Please be careful with it.
Describe what that place is like.
It's a land of nonsense and make-believe, of danger, beauty, and imagination. It's a wonderful place in a wonderful world. If you walk through our door, you'll see puzzle and fold. We've got felines who grin, caterpillars who smoke, and an egg who knows every word that one has ever spoke. We've got flowers who talk as they flicker and red. We've got frog and a fish who both walk the daily way. With a hat and hair, both as mad as can be. Step inside to a place beyond what you will ever see. Though we are confusing, we're amusing nonetheless. Choosing what is certain with a guess. We quite like to befuddle as you waddle through our nest. Discombobulations are success. It's a wonderful place full of wonderful twists. It's a paradise of paradox for psychoanalysts. Lots of riddle and rhyme and a flummox of time. Be our guest, let our fantasies be our new paradigm. One big conundrum, trading in the kingdom. We know the end of what a Nevertheless, beings anyone's guess. What evidence through our nest is success, more or less. May your presence grace this wonderful place.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here. I think. Does Wonderland have a place where I can charge my phone?
Yeah, I think there's a Starbucks now.
Perfect. But how will I fit? I'm too big to go through your frame. What's this?
Could be poison. Maybe poison. Probably poison.
It isn't marked poison.
Well, if it was marked poison, then no one would drink it.
Well, that would be the point, you see?
There's only one way to be sure. Down the hatch.
Here goes. Sure now. Tastes like Skittles.
I can't bear to watch.
Relax. Nothing's happening.
What do you mean nothing's happening? You're
I'm what?
vanishing.
Oh dear. I'm growing so small. My feet, they're the size of dimes. And my voice, I sound like a Christmas elf. Oh, what a curious feeling.
This isn't pretty.
Shut up like a telescope. Hardly a foot tall.
What'll I do now?
Look on the bright side.
What bright side? I'm 10 inches high.
Well, now you're the right size to fit through me and enter the lovely garden.
Yes, that's right, I am.
But you'll need a key.
The key. No, don't tell me. No, I'm too small to reach the key.
What a pity.
A crying shame.
now. There's no use for that. I'm sure something will turn up.
Like what? What's this?
A balance meal.
I bet it's a pizza roll.
Or a hash brown.
It's cake. Should I eat it?
That's what it says.
The food here is very bossy.
Don't be picky. There are starving children in the world.
I'll eat it. If it makes me bigger, I can reach the key. If it makes me smaller, I'll creep under the door. Either way, I'm getting into the garden. Let's hope it's gluten-free. Oh, which way, which way? It seems like we're mating the same size.
That's generally what happens when one eats cake.
Wait a moment.
She's growing!
I don't think she was that tall before.
Curiouser and curiouser.
By George, she's gonna pop out the ceiling.
Oh dear, I'm growing so tall. My toes, they're moving so far from my fingers. I'll never touch them again. And my phone, it's so small, I can't type a thing. I'll never get through the door now. I could just forget about prom.
No, the Duchess. She'll unfollow me if I keep her waiting.
What a weird little bunny. Things are too strange here. From one moment to the next, you can never be sure.
Who you are,
Where you're going?
How you get there?
or who you'll meet along the way.
How did you do that?
Do what exactly?
We're suddenly the same size. You've grown.
Or maybe you've shrunk.
You used to be tiny,
And you were once giant.
and now we're both normal.
There's no such thing as normal, my dear. Not in your world, nor in mine. It's all about where you're standing and how closely you're paying attention. The key, if you please. You may pass.
Goodbye.
Thanks for not breaking us down.
Don't forget to write. We love you.
We don't love her.
We've known her 5 minutes.
Sorry.
You always gush.
So embarrassing.
Forgive them. They haven't been opened in centuries.
I guess I'm off then. To this place, what is it you called it? Wonderland?
Who are you?
I was told there'd be a garden.
A garden?
And a Starbucks.
Explain yourself.
There's been so many sizes today, I wouldn't know where to begin.
I
You
s-
really shouldn't smoke, you know.
It soothes me.
Studies show that smoking actually causes more stress than it relieves.
Are you a doctor?
I read about it. Online.
Then spare me.
But you're not even out of the larva stage yet. You're still a teenager, like me.
Waiting to become a butterfly.
Smoking can stunt your growth.
Then I shall remain a caterpillar forever.
That's too bad. Everyone should grow up at some point.
And how do you plan to grow up? Into a butterfly?
Well, being a girl, I'll soon grow into a woman.
Does a woman have wings?
No, a woman looks very much like I do. Except with more responsibilities. You get your job, you do your taxes that come along with the
Okay,
job.
please. There are some things a caterpillar doesn't want to know.
Sorry. TMI.
TMI.
Too much information.
Then why not simply say too much information?
It's an abbreviation.
An abbreviation?
Abbreviations meant to save time.
But if you have to explain them, then they're more trouble than they're worth.
Too much information creates a situation
verification. And you want to get back to relaxation. So you say TMI.
That's right. Check it out. Abbreviations save you time when you're counting letters and then on your dime. Texting, tweeting, every kind of greeting. Short and snappy, it's an upload line.
Too much information needs written down. Exclamation.
Call the consternation when we say TMI.
We're just cutting to the chase.
I see. Take a bunch of letters that you just erased.
Acronyms and cryptic symbols. Saving keystrokes and saving space.
Too much information. A shorthand for communication.
TFTI, thanks for the invitation.
Gotta say TMI, and that is why we simplify to TMI.
I think we should agree that I'm right and you're wrong.
I think we should agree to disagree. It's probably best that I get going anyways.
I don't like you.
I don't particularly like you.
Well, you're being snippy now.
Can you point me towards the garden?
If I knew where the garden was, I would have eaten it by now.
Read all about it!
Hot off the presses.
Queen to play croquet!
Queen invites Duchess to game of croquet.
Get your daily toad!
Get your Trout Tribune.
Extra, extra!
Breaking news.
Croquet today!
In the garden.
Details inside!
Extra, extra.
In the garden? I'll take one of those.
One of which?
Well, clearly she wants the Trout Tribune.
I think she prefer a daily toad.
Would you rather have a paper that gives you the news or one that gives you warts?
For the last time, frogs don't cause warts.
Which will it be?
Well, what's the difference between the two papers?
One's written by a frog.
One written by a fish.
Those aren't really selling points.
What are you trying to say?
You being a big mouth?
Tell you what, just give me one of each.
Hey, you got it. That'll be 2 flies.
2 flies?
Cost 2 flies a copy.
But I don't have 2 flies. How much for yours?
2 worms, but I'll bring it down to a worm and a half.
I'll match his price.
I'm afraid I haven't any flies, or any worms.
What do you got?
I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you.
So long, Popsicle. You're out of luck.
See you later, ice cream sandwich.
Wait, the garden, where the croquet match is to take place? I must find it. It's one of the reasons I've come to Wonderland.
Quick as ways through the woods there.
Straight shot.
But be careful.
There are some strange characters in those woods.
Stranger than a frog and a fish selling newspapers?
Yep.
Read all about it.
Hot off the presses.
Get your Trout Tribune.
Get your daily toad.
Queen to play croquet.
Hey, wait! Which way through the woods?
Oh, I'm late.
There's no reason for you to run me over.
The queen's to play croquet. She's to play croquet.
I know already. Chill. Aren't you gonna help me up?
No time.
Then at least let me follow you to the garden.
You wouldn't be able to keep up. I'm terribly tardy as it is.
You know, maybe you should take a chill pill. My mom says.
No time. The queen's to play croquet. I'm off.
Hang on a sec. Rabbit! Now what? Cat?
Here, kitty. What are you doing in these woods?
I should be asking you the same thing.
Oh, you can speak.
This is news to you?
Well, my cat Dinah, she can't speak.
I reckon that she can, but chooses not to.
Oh, she tries, but whenever she opens her mouth, all that comes out is
Meow.
yeah.
Oldest trick in the book. It's not that she doesn't talk, it's just that she doesn't talk to you.
That's a very cruel thing to assume.
I assume nothing.
Can you tell me which way I ought to go from here?
That depends a whole deal on where you want to get to.
Well, at this point, I don't much care where.
Then it doesn't matter which way you go.
As long as I get somewhere.
Oh, you're bound to do that if you walk enough. If you go over that way, you'll find the Mad Hatter's house. And over in this direction lives the March Hare. And if you go over that way, you'll find Tweedledum and Tweedledee. And over in this direction, you'll see Humpty Dumpty sitting on his wall. Visit any you like. They're all mad.
I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be, or you wouldn't have come here. Well, have you heard the good news? Could be it's really bad news. No news is good news, unless it's bad news, or the other way around. Our news is most astounding, and often quite dumbfounding. It makes a stray cat wanna just sing the blues. News full of contradictions, headlines with bold predictions, always distorted and reported with the purpose to confound. Though always disagreeing, one thing I'm guaranteeing, there's one description that will surely amuse. We're all mad, every last one of us is quite mad. Don't assume for a minute you're immune. We're all mad, it's a fact, can't refuse it. Jabbering, gibbering mad, and we're just about to lose it. Some news is idiotic, absurd, a bit psychotic, harebrained and silly, willy-nilly. It's how tightly we are wound, like watches, springs a-popping. We're hopping, never stopping, like rabbits, frogs and cuddly, pink kangaroos. We're all mad, every last one of us is quite mad. Don't assume for a minute you're immune. We're all mad, it's a fact, can't refuse it. Jabbering, gibbering mad, and we're just about to lose it. Yes, we're all mad, every last one of us is quite mad. Don't assume for a minute you're immune. We're all mad, it's a fact, can't refuse it. Jabbering, gibbering mad, and we're just about to lose it.
Can't you be still?
Be still?
You keep coming and going like bad Wi-Fi.
What can I say? I'm mad.
We're all mad.
Do you play croquet with the queen today?
Oh, I'd like to very much, but I wasn't invited.
Well, have you ever played before?
Never. I hardly know the game at all.
Well, you needn't an invitation so long as you have the proper equipment.
A mallet and ball?
A hedgehog and a flamingo.
I don't see what those have to do with croquet.
How would you know if you haven't played before?
I'm getting a headache talking to you.
Is it my purr?
It's your grin.
I'm of the opinion that more cats should grin. We'd have a much rosier reputation.
I somehow doubt that.
Oh, the tea party's underway. I wonder if they saved me a seat. No matter if they haven't, I can never say. It's just nice to be thought of. I'll be going now, and I'll be taking my grin with me.
It's tea time.
Sipping a hot cup of tea, we're civilized as can be. Pinky salutes dressed in
No room.
No room.
But there's tons of room. This spot will do, don't you think?
I see. Maybe we're waiting for others.
What others?
That's for us to know and you to believe.
But I don't believe you. I think you're lying. I think you don't want me here.
It's true. We don't want you here.
Well, I am here, and I'm not leaving, and I'd love some refreshments.
Interloper.
Have some juice.
I don't see any juice.
There isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
It wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited.
Good one. Zing.
Why don't we all just let it go and try to get along?
Your hair needs cutting.
What's that?
Your hair. It needs cutting. May I cut it?
Absolutely not.
Are you attached to that position?
Firmly.
Stubborn girl.
It isn't polite to name call.
What would it hurt to let her out your hair? It's yours or so.
What does he know about haircutting?
He's a hatter. It's his job to shave heads.
Out of the question.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Ooh, a riddle. I like riddles. Why?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Nor I.
It's a waste of time to ask riddles without knowing the answer.
Well, why must everything have an answer?
An excellent question. Though I haven't an answer.
I'll Google it later.
Google it?
Google has all the answers.
Who is this Google fellow?
It's not a person. It's a search engine.
Well, I don't care for him or his engine.
What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days wrong.
What a funny watch. Tells the day of the month, but it doesn't tell the hour.
Why should it? Does your watch tell the year?
Well, no. But that's because it's the same year for such a long time.
Which is the case with mine.
You've lost me.
The dormouse is asleep again.
Of course. Well said.
You mean to say,
I mean to say precisely what I've said.
which is that the hour here is fixed.
The year comes and goes, but the hour is forever the same.
That's messed up.
If you knew time like we knew time, it would all make sense to you.
But it's not logical.
How would you know? I dare say you've never even spoke to time.
Too busy hanging out with that Google fella.
What's that he's singing?
Twinkle, twinkle?
I know it well. I once sang it before the Queen of Hearts.
You sang for the Queen?
At the Grand Ball.
It's true, I was there, and 2 days later, I went mad.
Wouldn't you have to be sane to recognize madness?
Not so. I'm quite mad and quite aware of it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at.
You know the song?
Something like it.
Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Well, I'd hardly finished the first verse when the Queen bawled out,
She's murdering time! Off with her head!
Murdering time? How do you murder time?
she felt my tempo was off.
I felt he was majestic.
And ever since, time won't do a thing I ask. It's always 5 o'clock now.
Oh, I get it. It's always tea time.
We've never any time to wash the dishes.
Perpetual tea.
Because you murdered time.
I was framed.
You can't get a fair trial in Wonderland.
Suppose we change the subject. I'm tired of all this talk of time. Let's just pretend it doesn't exist, at least for the time being.
I propose the young lady tells us a story.
Oh, I don't know one.
Then the dormouse shall.
I've been awake.
Then what have we been talking about?
Beehives?
Tell us a story.
About bees?
About whatever.
And be quick about it, or you'll be asleep before you're done.
Oh, okay. Let's see. There were these 3 sisters, and they all lived at the bottom of a well.
What were their names?
Their names were Shelley, Kelly, and Janet.
Those are the names of my sisters.
He has a flair for realism.
And they all lived at the bottom of a well.
You've said that already.
Have I? Well, their names were...
We know their names.
Why did the sisters live in a well? Must I repeat myself?
You haven't said that part yet.
Oh. May I rest my head?
Excellently told.
Bravo, bravo!
Happy from beginning to end.
But there was no beginning or end. It was just gibberish.
Have the courage to applaud that which you don't understand.
But there was nothing to understand.
Shows what you know.
That mouse is a poet genius.
Have some more tea?
Well, I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Well, who's being snarky now?
Keep your tea and your butter and biscuits. I've had enough. You two should be ashamed, treating a guest this way. Whatever happened to manners?
Must have died at the time.
Sick of your riddles and phrases and mind games. You think you're so clever, but you're just a couple of stuck-up weirdos.
That all captures us.
Goodbye and good riddance.
If only she realized
Realized?
we are what she dreams.
You mean to say?
We're her inventions. We're all in her head, fantasies in her mind. She's surely in bed, in her sheets all entwined.
Reapps as she naps as her memory streams.
Fantastic creations of Alice's dreams. Light-a-loo, light-a-low, light-a-dum-dee-dum-do. We are figments of musing, we sadly must know. We dwell in a strange world of magic, it seems. Fantastic creations of Alice's dreams. In high definition and stunning 3D, in perfect condition for her mind to see. We sound to surround pixels, millions of bits, programmed to confound it and set her in fits. We are tipping about in our mad reverie. We dwell in a strange world of magic, it seems. Fantastic creations of Alice's dreams.
So, what happens when she wakes?
We die.
Oh, that's very sad.
Indeed.
Do you think she has a backup system?
I don't know, but we should make the most of the moments we have.
We shall strive to do so, yes.
What time is it?
Tea time. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm late. I'm late.
If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know.
Contrary-wise, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak. Well,
You were taken by surprise.
unsure what to make of us? You could say. I've never met anything like the two of you before.
You've begun wrong.
The first thing you do in the visit is to say,
How do you do?
oh, okay then. How do you do?
There, now we're afoot.
Properly afoot. I was hoping you could tell me the way out of these woods. It's getting so dark.
Next, we dance.
But the sun's
We
nearly
dance
gone.
now.
Isn't it unsafe?
Dancing?
Nonsense.
Just follow our lead.
Yeah. Yo, here we go. Round the mulberry bush. The mulberry bush. The mulberry bush. Said, yo, here we go. Round the mulberry bush. So very, very early in the morning. Just watch me move and hear me bust a rhyme. I can MC DJ and scratch the night away.
B-boy maniac, freeze and flip.
Then I windmill, head spin, feet up in the air.
I do halos, helicopters, elbow spin.
Put 'em thrown in just for
bush, the mulberry bush. Said, yo, here we go, found the mulberry bush. So very, very early in the morning. So very, very early in the morning. So very, very early in the morning. Yeah. Two verses in a rap are quite enough.
You should overexert.
It's bad for the joints.
And the flats of the feet.
I can keep going.
You don't know what's best for you.
It's fool's folly to continue.
What we need now is some water.
No, what we need now is an oxygen tank.
What's that strange sound?
My wheezing?
Am I panting?
No, it's coming from over there.
Oh, it's the King of Hearts snoring.
Oh, come look at him.
I'm afraid he'll catch cold sleeping in the damp grass.
He's dreaming now.
But what, I wonder?
You don't know?
Nobody can guess what someone else is dreaming.
Why, he's dreaming about you, I'd wager.
How can you possibly know that?
Well, if you were here and he left off dreaming about you, where do you suppose you'd be now?
I'd still be here, same as now.
You'd be nowhere. And if the king were to wake up, you'd go out.
Bang!
Like a candle.
The two of you don't know what you're talking about. If I'm only a thing in his dream, what are you, I'd like to know?
Ditto.
Ditto, ditto!
Hush, or you'll wake him.
And then we'd all be kaput.
You know very well, you're not real.
I am real!
You won't make yourself any realer by crying.
If I wasn't real, I wouldn't be able to cry.
Those aren't real tears. No how.
This is all ridiculous. I've wasted too much time with the two of you. Better be getting out of this wood. It's getting darker by the minute. Do you think it'll rain?
No, I don't. At least not under here. No how.
But out there, we have no objection.
Selfish things. Good night. What's that now?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
What a thick black cloud that is. And I do believe it's got wings.
Just like
The Jabberwock.
the Jabberwock.
The jabber what?
The Jabberwock.
It's your fault.
The Jabberwock is coming, better scream and shout. Hide the children, bar the doors and keep him out. The Jabberwock is coming, yes, he's near about. With beady eyes and yellow teeth and nasty snout. The Jabberwock is coming and he sounds real hot. I swear to you it won't be pretty if you're caught. He's worse than the sickest dream you ever got. You're good instead if he can get you in a shot. I can hear him, he's out there somewhere. I can smell him, he's in the foul air. I can see him, I'm feeling such fright. He's smiling havoc on us all tonight. The Jabberwock is coming, better run and hide. If you can dig a hole, you better crawl inside. 'Cause at the very sight of him, people have died. To stay in pace and sure to be suicide. The Jabberwock is coming, bringing fear and gloom. With every inch he's closer, spelling certain doom. Yes, he's been known to rip the dead out of their tomb. You better give the Jabberwock a lot of room. I can hear him, he's getting nearer. And soon I'll be the disappearer. I'm not waiting to be his first bite. His appetite could down us all tonight.
Fix. Fix? Fix? Oh, there we go. It's fixed. Well, time for tea.
That dude looks just like an egg.
I heard that, you know.
You can't deny the resemblance.
It's very provoking to be called an egg. Very.
Said you look like an egg, sir, and some eggs are very pretty, you know?
Some people have no more sense than a baby.
I didn't mean to.
Be quiet. Tell me your name and business.
My name is Alice.
It's a stupid name. What does it mean?
Must a name mean something?
Of course. My name means the shape that I am. And a beautiful, handsome shape it is. With a name like Alice, you could be any shape.
Why do you sit here all alone?
Because there's no one beside me.
Wouldn't you be safer down on the ground?
Such easy riddles you ask. Why? If I ever did fall, which I could never, but if I did, the king has promised me with his own mouth
To send all his horses and all his men?
How did you know that?
It's in a book.
A book?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Yes, exactly. All his horses and all his men. They'd put me together in a minute, they would.
What a beautiful tie you've got on. Or is it a scarf?
It's very provoking when one doesn't know the difference between a tie and a scarf.
Well, you're such an odd shape. It could be either one.
It's a tie, my dear. A beautiful one. It was gifted to me by the king and queen.
Was it really?
Yes, we're tight, real close. They gave it to me as an unbirthday present.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not offended.
What's an unbirthday present?
Present given to you when it's not your birthday.
I like birthday presents the most.
Then you're a fool. Tell me, how many days are there in a year?
365?
And how many birthdays have you?
1.
So, there are 364 days where you could receive an unbirthday present,
Right?
and only one where you can receive a birthday present. There's glory for you!
I don't know quite what you mean by glory.
I mean, there's a knockdown argument for you.
That's not what glory means.
A word only means what I choose it to mean. Nothing more, nothing less.
You decide.
Well, one must master one's words, or else they will master you. They are a feisty bunch, especially verbs. They're the proudest. Adjectives, you can do whatever you want with, but not verbs. But I am a master of all of them. Impenetrability, that's what I say.
Impenetrability means?
Impenetrability is when you've had enough of the subject, and you might as well say what you mean to do next, as I don't suppose you would stay here for the rest of your life.
That's a lot to make a word mean.
When I make a word do a lot of work, I pay it extra.
You pay your words?
A fair wage. You should see them on payday. They're a very excitable bunch. I know all words, and thus I know the meanings to all poems ever written, and even some that haven't been written yet.
It's impossible to know all words.
Many are good friends of mine, or at least acquaintances.
I bet I could stump you.
Is that a challenge?
I bet I could find a word online that you don't know.
Online?
Oh, but wait, my phone doesn't work.
Phone?
If it were charged, I could access the internet.
Internet?
Yeah, you know, the internet.
I dare say you've stumped me. You're a crafty one. I see you have an army of words all your own.
But I haven't even...
Now, no need to boast. You and your strange words. Well then, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Are we not done here?
Well, I was hoping you could point me in the direction...
I cannot.
But I haven't finished.
I cannot point. It's rude to point.
If you could just tell me...
I cannot, and I will not. Now, you and your strange words should be going.
Okay then, till we meet again.
Even if we do, I shall not remember you. Your face is exactly like all the others.
What do you mean by that?
2 eyes, nose in the middle, mouth underneath. Ho hum. Now, if you had 2 eyes on one side of the nose, or a mouth on the top, then maybe I would remember you.
It wouldn't look very nice.
That's not the point. You see, that is your problem. You don't understand. What's that? You feel that?
Feel what?
Slippage.
Slippage?
I suddenly feel unsettled, unhinged. I'm slipping.
Slipping?
Feels like I'm slipping and sliding, trying to stay on this wall. I don't wanna end up colliding with something hard if I fall.
Is there anything I can do?
Please don't make a sudden shifting, stay calm and very still. The slightest drifting could make me take a spill. Scared of the big fall, teetering here on this wall. Say, call up the king! Tell him Humpty's just about to splat. Call up the king! I want the goods rolled out flat. I'll bring all the king's horses and all the king's men. I'm praying they can glue this egg together again. They say I'm psychotic, that this is all in my head. My shape makes me neurotic, filled with this feeling of dread. I always sense that my bottom is just about to roll. This balance issue's begun to take its toll. Scared of the big fall, teetering here on this wall. Say, call up the king! I tell him Humpty's just about to crack. Call up the king! If I go, it's with a smack. I tell all the king's horses and all the king's men, I'm praying they can glue this egg together again. Say, call up the king! Tell him Humpty's just about to crash! Call up the king! I'll end up scrambled with a smash! I'll bring all the king's horses and all the king's men, I'm praying they can glue this egg together again. Oh! I'm slipping! Call the king! Call the king!
Are you alright? That's not good. That is not good.
All the king's horses and all the king's men, put these little monkey back together. All the king's horses and all the king's men, put these little monkey back together. All the king's horses and all the king's men, put these little monkey back together. All the king's horses and all the king's men, put these little monkey back together.
How are you getting on?
I'll never find this garden.
But you've come so far.
I just want to go home.
You can't go home without finding the garden.
I'll backtrack. I'll retrace my steps.
And what good will that do?
I'll leave the way I came.
Leave? But you only just arrived.
I feel like I've spent half my life in this place.
The minutes do move slower here.
All the more reason for me to be going.
You'll find that the going is harder than the coming.
So help me find the garden.
You're not far.
But which way?
Listen. You can hear it.
The garden?
The flowers in the garden. You can hear them.
Hear them?
Laughing.
That's ridiculous.
You keep attaching these words, ridiculous, nonsense, to your surroundings. Consider whether these words are better suited for you.
But come on, laughing flowers? Really?
Again, you've missed my point. It doesn't sound like your world has laughing flowers. I'd say a place like that sounds sad indeed. Now that you find yourself choose wisely before you proceed. The world you live in seems to be in a hurry. The world you live in sounds unaware. If you are here now, how could you be there? Be in the moment that we share.
I feel so lost here, no sense of direction. I know I don't fit in, I'm so dismayed. It's such a strange land, these aren't the plans I made. It's so hard not to be afraid.
The world you live in is more than just appearance. The world you live in seems strange to me, but under the surface there's bound to be a world of truth, a world of fantasy, a world of similarity. A world of truth, a world of fantasy.
Wait, you're fading.
My grin is scheduled elsewhere.
You're disappearing.
Perhaps we'll meet again at croquet.
I'll ask once more, where is this garden?
But I've already said,
Why do you have to be so evasive and difficult?
I'm a cat.
Come back, please.
Follow the sound of the laughing flowers.
What an odd sight she was.
All puffed up.
With 9 points.
And petals like stumps. What sort of flower do you think she was?
Like none I've ever seen.
Possibly she's a new flower.
Her very old one.
The Cheshire Cat was right. Laughing flowers. This must be the garden.
Well, well, here comes another. Similar in way,
The less faded and less withered.
but very mobile.
Am I mistaken? Or were you just talking with each other?
We can talk when there's anybody worth talking to.
And can all flowers talk?
Yes, and a great deal louder.
I'm Alice.
I have no recollection of a flower named Alice.
Well, I'm not a flower.
Just the same. Her face has got some sense in it, though it's not a smart one. Still, she's a good color.
I don't care about color. If only her petals curled up a little more, she'd be alright. I mean, I've seen worse flowers.
Yeah, me too. Well, she's no rose, that's for sure.
What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, are you saying you're better than us?
Isn't it generally accepted that roses are the loveliest of flowers?
You're so high and mighty. Always going around like you're everyone's favorite.
I'm a rose.
Oh, the gall. You see, this is why I can't be around you.
Because you feel inferior?
That's it. If I could get at you, Rosie, you'd be in trouble. You're all talk, Lily.
Shut up, Violet. Don't tell Violet to shut up.
You shut up too, Daisy.
I hate it when you all fight over me.
You should stop bickering.
Who are you to tell us what to do?
Yeah, who are you?
If you don't hold your tongues, I'll pick you.
You're no flower. You're an animal.
That's true, actually.
I feel nauseous.
I feel faint. Life is cruel.
Relax. I won't pick you. But I do need your help. Who is it that you were describing earlier?
Earlier? I couldn't say.
Flowers have short-term memory.
You said she had 9 points?
That's not ringing any bells.
You were all having a good laugh over her.
Laughing? Together? Us?
That seldom happens.
I think the person you were describing may have been the Queen of Hearts, and I'm desperately trying to find her croquet game.
Is that the Queen there?
I will hear no more of it.
Listen to reason, Dumpling.
The croquet must go on.
But there's rain coming. Just look at that rain cloud there.
What's a little rain?
Everyone knows you can't play croquet in the rain.
Rain? Did he say rain? I think he did. I think he said rain.
Rain, hooray! Yay, it's rain! This is wretched, simply wretched. I refuse to play croquet in the rain. Wretched, simply wretched. Soggy grass and mud a miserable pain.
There will be other days for croquet.
Well, I was partial to this one.
My dear, you simply can't allow the rain to spoil your day.
If I had Mother Nature now, she would most dearly pay. And I say, this is wretched, simply wretched. In the sky, the clouds all drizzle and taunt. Wretched, simply wretched. I'm the queen, and queens should have what they want.
We could play chess instead.
I'd rather watch a beheading.
There is none scheduled for today. You cleared your slate to play croquet.
Then we must schedule some immediately.
For what offense?
Someone must pay for the rain.
I'll do my best to find your fool. Someone dull and naive.
We'll make them break some obscure rule. His head will take its leave.
All the people will heave.
This is wretched, simply wretched. I won't sleep a wink till vengeance is mine. Wretched, simply wretched.
When you're evil, you are simply divine.
When I'm in the mood, one phrase I love said.
Nothing brings a smile like off with her head.
I don't mean to interrupt, but are you perhaps the Queen of Hearts?
No, I'm the milkman. What's it look like, child?
My name is Alice, so please, Your Majesty.
It doesn't.
Just the same. It's a great honor to meet you.
Curtsy when you address me, girl. This isn't the rodeo.
Of course. Your Majesty, it's most awesome to be in your presence.
Awesome.
Really awesome.
What a weird tongue she has. What did you say?
Borderline gibberish.
Where are you coming from and where are you going? Look up, speak nicely, and do not twiddle your fingers.
She hates finger twiddling.
Where I've been and where I'm going, it's not easy to say.
Try.
Well, I fell down a rabbit hole, and then I came to some talking doors, and I went through one of them, and, well, I lost my way.
Your way? I'm not quite sure what you mean by your way. All the ways here belong to me.
Of course, without question, I should have known.
There's much you should have known.
Nicely put, dumpling.
Told you not to call me that in public.
Sorry.
Sure.
As you wish.
Now, where was I?
Where were you when?
Before this noodle of a girl interrupted me.
Noodle? I really couldn't say.
It was something important. Now, what was I on about?
Oh, as I recall, I believe it had something to do with dessert recipes.
No. No. Something to do with the rain. Yes, I demanded someone must pay for the rain.
I remember now. Well, we had really better go find some shelter.
Her! She is the one to blame for the rain and the end of my croquet. She must be punished. Me.
Really, dear, think about this.
Up with her head. Guards! Guards! Where are my cards? Off with her head!
You can't behead someone over a little rain.
I can and I will.
She rules by extreme measures.
I only wanted to see the garden.
And was it to your liking?
It's not worth dying over.
Well, we all lose our heads eventually.
King, please, you have to help me.
Really, my sweet, the girl's right. A little rain is no reason to behead someone.
I want to see heads roll. Why won't you let me have what I want?
I will, my sweet, I will. I really think we should consider a more serious charge is all.
A more serious charge?
A crime more befitting the punishment?
Not the rain.
No.
Instead,
a crime where the cutting off of one's head isn't so extreme?
I see. Like theft.
Theft, now you're talking. Can you think of a theft, a recent theft, so ghastly, so horrible, that it might justify the loss of one's head?
Now that you mention it, someone stole my tarts!
Oh, the horror!
I know. Someone this very morning stole my tarts!
now you're telling me?
Well, I only just thought it.
I only just remembered it now.
You just made it up.
I did not! You dare accuse the queen!
The thief must be brought to justice.
Post haste!
Who do you suspect, my love?
Well, it could only have been one person. Alice!
No, that makes no sense. I've never met you till now.
Off with her head!
Of course, it's all fitting together.
Nothing's fitting together. You're all crazy.
No, I'm not. Off with her head!
I demand a trial.
Very well, we shall hold one immediately. I demand it, and everyone must attend to see this fiend brought to justice. Everyone, I say, everyone who calls their home Wonderland.
Join the throng. We're gonna dance about and shout and sing our song.
A whole charade, we've been betrayed. You'll watch our quick solution execution blade.
Up with her head, it's so much fun
to watch that blade flash red and silver in the sun.
Up with her head, our verdict's in. It's all formality, no way that girl will win. In Wonderland, justice must prevail, though we have no bail and no need for a jail. In Wonderland, an execution tale to the relevant truth of all tale. Off with her head, she stole the tarts. Because they can't wait, our cheers are off the charts.
Up with her head, we'll watch it roll. We'll set some pins upon the lawn and then we'll fall.
In Wonderland, we must take a stand and remand all things naughty and underhand. In Wonderland, that's not what it seems. Not the things to understand. In Wonderland, even the Jabberwock can't save this young miss from the dread shopping block. In Wonderland, execution day is a real play. This place will rock. Execution day, this place will rock. Execution day, this place will rock. Up with her head! Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, everybody. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Maid of Hearts, she stole those tarts and took them quite away.
Has the jury reached a verdict yet?
We haven't started the trial.
Oh, right. Call the first witness.
The court calls the strange door to the stand. State your name for the court.
I'm a door.
Very good. And where did you meet this Alice?
In the Hall of Strange Doors.
And what were you doing there?
I'm a strange door.
How would you describe your relationship with this Alice?
Chill, I suppose.
So, you like Alice?
What I know of her, sure, I suppose. Except there was this one thing.
Yes.
It's too monstrous to mention.
Take your time.
I've never been so afraid.
For the sake of the court, we must know.
It's unspeakable.
Speak of it. I beg you. What is this heinous thing that Alice did?
Me and my friends, she threatened to break us down.
She did the same to the flowers. She threatened to pick us from our stems.
And me, she knocked me from my wall, and I had a great fall.
Oh my goodness.
This trial is becoming a circus.
Pipe down, young lady, or I'll hold you in contempt. Next witness.
Must we continue? Judging by the door's statement, this case seems open and shut. A character dispute. Can there be any doubt? The audacity.
She tried to ruin my joy of smoking.
She tried to buy my papers without any flies.
Oh my goodness. Next witness, the court calls the Mad Hatter to the stand. There you go.
I'm sorry for bringing this in, Your Majesty. I hadn't quite finished my tea when I was sent for.
Take your hat off.
It isn't mine.
Stolen?
No, I keep them to sell. I'm a hatter, you see.
Is that so?
Yes, Your Majesty, a very fine one.
Have you ever laid eyes on that girl there?
I dare say I have.
And when was this?
Tea time.
You invited her for tea?
No, why would I do that?
Then how is it that you two, that is to say, the two of you, became acquainted?
She forced her company upon us.
That is appalling.
She sat herself at our table, without entreaty, mind you, and gobbled up our crumpets.
It's true, I was there. Every trumpet in sight.
Well, if she's willing to gobble crumpets, then she's willing to eat my tarts.
Why are you telling such lies? And that's not the worst of it.
Ooh, there's more?
She also mocked the Dormouse's story.
This grows more disgraceful by the moment.
She pestered him with questions concerning plot until he was nearly humiliated.
Oh my.
His story was nonsense.
The Dormouse's story was a moving examination of life, death, and everything in between. Isn't that right?
I object.
You agree!
I agree. See? You're all mad.
Just like the cat said.
Witness excused.
But I haven't finished questioning him yet.
Well, he's eating, so it's clearly time to move on.
The court calls Tweedledum and Tweedledee to the stand. Oh, no. Wait, no. Here, this there, yeah. You need that.
State your names for the court.
I'm Dee.
I'm down. So you are? Have you ever met this girl here?
She accosted us in the woods.
Accosted you?
In the woods she did.
And how did she accost you?
She forced us to dance.
And in doing so nearly ended us?
Murder?
That's not true. You asked to dance with me.
And why would we do that?
Physical activity is not our strong suit.
No how.
And what happened after that? After you nearly died from dancing?
You don't want to know. You really don't.
Why's that?
Never sleep soundly again. No how.
Well, what happened?
A big black cloud came over us. It was dark and thick.
A rain cloud?
The Jabberwock!
The Jabberwock! I'm so sorry. No more questions, Your Majesty. A thief? A murderer? Wherever she goes, the Jabberwock follows? Off with her head!
Guilty! Guilty on all accounts of stealing tarts from the Queen of Hearts.
Off with her head!
Off with her head.
Off with her head.
Stay away.
Off with her head.
I'm innocent. I mean it. Stay